Hey guys, I'm Nisa Homey. Today I'm sharing Onam special Semiya Payasam made with coconut milk. So without wasting much time, let's get started with the recipe. To make Semiya Payasam with coconut milk, I have grated one coconut and added into my blender jar, and I'm going to extract coconut milk from this. Out of the one whole coconut, I took about 2 to 3 slices of the coconut and sliced into small pieces, and I'm keeping this aside. Now to extract coconut milk into the blender jar, I'm adding in 1.5 cups of water. And I'm going to blend this and then I'm going to extract it into another bowl. Pour the blended coconut into a sieve. Squeeze the coconut to extract the coconut milk. So this is the first coconut milk, also known as Onam in Malayalam. So the first coconut milk is extracted, and I'm transferring the first coconut milk into another bowl. To extract the second coconut milk, I have added half cup of water into the residue coconut, and I'm just squeezing the coconut residue. And then I'm adding in another half cup of water. Again squeeze the residue coconut. So this is also known as Rantam Pal in Malayalam, which is actually the second coconut milk and slightly thinner than the first coconut milk. And then transfer it to the same sieve. Squeeze the coconut to extract the milk. So the second coconut milk is also ready, and the coconut milk for the payasam is ready. Commercially, the residue coconut is used to make coconut flour. I prefer not to use this as it is devoid of any nutritional value. It is completely defatted, so I prefer not to use it. So I have crushed 8 cardamoms and I'm removing the skin, and then I'm grinding it into a fine powder. And once ground, I am keeping it aside. I have 2 tablespoons of cashew nuts and 2 tablespoons of raisins and 2 tablespoons of sliced coconut pieces. Heat a wide pan with 1.5 tablespoons of desi ghee. I am using organic A2 desi ghee. Once the desi ghee is heated, add in the sliced coconut pieces. And once the coconut pieces starts to turn light golden brown, remove them to another plate. This will give a nice crunch to the payasam. Next, add in the raisins. Once the raisins pops up and is lightly fried, remove it to a plate. And I have kept the flame on the lowest, and I am also using a heavy bottomed pan. Next, add in the cashew nuts. Lightly roast the cashew nuts. And once the cashew nuts are roasted, remove it to a plate. Keep aside the roasted raisins, cashew nuts and coconut pieces. Into the desi ghee, I am adding in half cup roasted vermicilli. Lightly stir it in the desi ghee. So since this is pre-roasted, I am not roasting it for longer time. If your vermicelli is not roasted, you may need to roast it till it becomes a light golden brown color like this. Add in the coconut milk. The second coconut milk, and once it comes to a boil, give it a stir. Reduce the flame to the lowest, cover and cook until the vermicelli is soft. It's about 5 minutes now. The vermicelli is cooked but not soft, so I'm going to allow it to cook for another 5 minutes. Another 5 minutes later, the vermicelli is nicely cooked and is soft. So it took a total of 10 minutes for the vermicelli to get cooked. Into this, I am adding in half cup crushed organic jaggery. Now this jaggery does not contain any sand particles, hence I am adding it directly into the semiya. Now give this a mix. Mix well and allow the jaggery to get melted. Once the jaggery is melted, lightly saute it for about 2 to 3 minutes. Next, add in the freshly ground cardamom powder. Give it a stir. Turn off the flame and allow the heat to come down a little, and then only I'll be adding in the thick coconut milk. Now if you add the thick coconut milk into the boiling semia, it may curdle. So you need to bring down the heat and then add in the thick coconut milk. Add in the thick coconut milk. Remember that I have turned off the flame. Give it a stir. Turn on the flame again, and on low flame stir the payasam and allow the coconut milk to get lightly heated up. Keep on stirring, else the coconut milk may curdle, and reduce the flame to the lowest. After adding the thick coconut milk or the first milk which is extracted from the coconut, and on low flame lightly heat the milk until you start seeing steam coming out. You don't have to bring it to a boil, you just have to lightly heat the coconut milk. And keep on stirring because we don't want the coconut milk to curdle. Okay, now the payasam has lightly heated up. At this stage, I'm adding in the fried cashew nuts, coconuts and raisins. Give it a stir and serve. Serve the payasam to a bowl. So guys, do try this Semiya Payasam and let me know how it turned out. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care. Bye-bye.